Holy guacamole, we are still alive. Ah. Well, I know it's been a hot second since I've made a video, but life has been lifing and weather has been horrible. It's either raining or 30 degrees or both. Yay, storm season. Anyways, we are back. I did notice the helicopter got some attention last time. I have been flying it a little bit here and there, and I'm getting decently good. Not quite at the 3D level yet, but very close. I have also been doing some extra on the side flight simulator time, and I'm getting pretty good. So there's that. And if you notice, here's one of the other gizmos we're doing. I am building a small set of extended A-arms. You may ask yourself, what are we doing? Well, the idea is we're going to make this a wide body. This thing, my lord, has been through so much and it's still kicking. This is the little guys, little guys, and yeah, I think it's due for a update. That is kicking. Helicopter is kicking. We're gonna do a wide body on it. I just need a couple of odds and ends and parts here, and not quite the pièce de résistance, but if you notice, I'm missing one of my RCs. Ta-da! Finally picked me up another Summit. This thing is immaculate for being used, and I intend to keep it that way. I know there's been a billion videos of this, but like, comment if you want to see something with this, any extras. It's going on 10, 15 years old now. I know it's old. I know there's a bazillion videos, but that is now in the mix. So if you want to see me do any kind of customizations or odd end things, keep it stock, go nuts and make it brushless, let me know. But today we are going to do a little more modification to my mini Summit. As you can see, I've already got RPM A-arms on the front, and I got the rear set. We'll put those on today. If you stick with me to the end of the video, as always, we run them. I know I haven't really been uploading very much, but we did take them out for a quick little run the other day, and somehow we broke 4 RCs in like 10 minutes. The little one's Gravedigger, son of a digger, yeah, broke one of his shocks. So we got some, what are these? I believe they're GPM shocks. So now he's got upgraded front shocks. All the aluminum bits are holding up very nicely, and it is still very stable. Really, the only thing stock locked on this is the rear shocks and tires, and then the motor in that, but I'm sure this will change here soon. So yeah, there's that. The older ones, U4, still kicking. He just broke a steering link on it, and this one is still kicking. But I decided it was a good idea to drive it into a wall and snap off this rear link to it. Waiting on parts for that, but runs great. So there's that. Once I get all the parts back together, I'm gonna run them all. What else? What else? Yeah, I believe that's about it. So I'm gonna get kicking on this. If you have a case of ADD like I do, feel free to skip towards the end, where I'm sure there's going to be a little bit of action. If not, hang out and we're going to tear this sucker apart. Oop, wrong bit. Might help. So now you can see, I can see. I'll move this booger off to the side. Hopefully he doesn't decide to run away. Yeah. Now, technically, I am using Revo stuff, but it actually fits quite well. There's really not that big of a difference. I will actually show you the difference. If you look real close, like, the size of the drive shaft is bigger than the one that's on the Revo. I actually have an eRevo front drive shaft here and a Summit drive shaft here, and it clears and works quite nicely. It actually works better on suspension wise. And I also changed my receiver out for a Spektrum, so now I can use the master controller for all of my RCs. I don't have to worry about tagging along with 8 controllers at once. And anybody who's ever taken vehicles out to park and whatnot, multiple vehicles, know it's a pain in the butt to hang on to that many vehicles at once. So, you know, there's that. Let's see, this is left upper. Let me get you a little more into frame. Left upper, left lower. Let's see, right lower, right upper. So now I usually, when I'm doing this big of a job, start with taking off the tire. God, good Lord, I put these on tight. I know my videos tend to be a little on the long side, but try to make as high a quality video as possible without boring you too much. Put that under there and under there. I don't know if you noticed, but I got the RPM rear hub already. I don't know if I want to do both of them or not, but so far it's just the rear. Now, I know a lot of people are going to tell you that they're completely different, especially certain hobby shops will tell you that they're completely different, but the actual bones of the Summit, the eRevo, and the Mini Slash, the 16th scale Traxxas, are like 90% identical. So if you can't find the exact part for your vehicle, most of the time it's pretty cross compatible. So HD. Come on. That was on there twice. Get these boogers out of here. There's that. Now I got 2 more screws. Oh, don't want to lose those. Oh, goody. We're going to go on a screw hunt together. Oh, no, found it. It's buried in between the shocks. Ta-da. There's those. And now we got 2 back here. That will remove this entire top rear side off. But first, we need to get to these 4 down here. These are real easy to work on, but there is definitely so many screws, it's ridiculous. That. There's the rear lower. See these pins right here? Take those out and it'll actually remove the lower A-arms. Once I remove these two, I'll be able to remove the upper A-arms. Oop. There's that. Let's see here. There you go. See? Real easy. Actually, I can keep that blue plate on. So now we have to take these off and these off. Make sure I'm not getting these screws all mixed up. Alright, it's almost completely apart. But here's the fun part. These two top pins right here are actually held in by these two screws. Right there. So in order to get these guys off, you got to get these guys off. Definitely don't want to mix that up. Completely different. Alright, so now the shock's off to the side. Pull the pin out. Pull the pin out. Now your upper links are off. Same thing with the bottom. Pin. Remember, the bottom ones are the shorter pins. Pins. Oh, come on. Stop sticking. A-arms off. There you go. Now we're going to speed this process up a little bit. Putting them on is the exact same way as you took them off. Now with these 8 RPMs, you can either, well actually no, now that I think about it, you have to undo these, the ball joints regardless. So, bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. See if this is the right size. Oh, same size, okay. Here's the one. There's the other one. Okie dokie. Now, that would be left, right. Need to look at the other car for a cross-reference. Okay, so they go out. Oh, wrong way, you dum-dum. Alright, top one on. Let's see. That's that way, that's that way. Now for the bottom one. Let's see, goes that way. It's fun trying to hold this all together and have it all lined up. There you go. Now when I'm going to put these together and put them on the truck itself, got a little bit of lining up to do, but yeah, that's the gist of it. So A-arms on. Now the other side. Don't want to go too crazy with the impacting, just strip them and be bummed. Okay, so here's that. Come on, you booger. There you go. And that's that. Now I know my camber, which is how far the tire tilts in or out, is going to be way off, but we're just doing this the quick way. Well, now in reverse. Let's see, this out the way. Gonna make sure the drive shafts line up from one side to the other, or it will be out of balance. Luckily, these stock shafts come pretty well set up where you just stick them in there and they line up nicely. So there's that. Upper's lined up nice and tight. There's the top. There's the bottom. Oh, don't be a booger. Your upper and lower arm set. I need to look at something real quick, like where's that one? What's the difference here? I'll be dipped. I don't know if this will actually work. Well, un momento. Okay, crisis averted. I found out that there was a faulty part. Looks normal. Looks normal, right? Yeah, not quite. Line them up. You see that one part is way off. That ain't gonna work. This one's actually shorter on one side and bent on the other. So, got another set. We're gonna slap this thing on. Let's see here. Like butter. Now sometimes you do have to finagle these things a little bit because they are a little tight sometimes, but get that sucker in there. And let's see. I'll wiggle it in. Now, there's that. Like I said, sometimes they do require a tiny bit of persuasion. But if I can find the right spot in the hole. Yeah, watching me struggle here is so much fun. Oop, I know. Right, that. There. Lined up, lined up. We'll see. None of these things work, but bear with me here. You know what? I know an easier way of doing this. Give me 1 second. There you go. Yeah, I don't know what it is with RPM parts. Sometimes they take a little bit of coercing, but it's on there. And yes, these are the A-arms meant for the E-Revo. This guy. But they work just fine. So now I have steel drive shafts, upgraded front and rear differential, aluminum transmission case, RPM all the way around. This thing is ready to rip. Yeah! Now for the next one. I finally got the stinking link for the Nitro. I'm going to put that one on next.